Yo guys, what's going down? It's your boy Ali here, welcome back to my channel. And today we are back on Train Sim World 3. And as part of my rota, this is week 2. I know last week I didn't post a Monday Minecraft video. I did say in the Wednesday video that I just wasn't in the mood for it. So today we are on Train Sim World 3. And I'm going to show you why. So this is the scenario that we will be playing in today's video, and we'll hop back later on at the end of the video to see if it works. So if I do that, unlock doors, do it to about 14%. So this is the livery that I made, the class 47 First Great Western. Before you say anything, I know it's a little bit bright. I couldn't get the actual colour. If I can, I'll pop a photo of the actual train in Penzance of the correct colour. So I've done all the Mark II coaches, and if I just hop back, so this is the first one I've made, and I'm going to make a load more. This is the original BR livery 47, as you can see, a little different. I know on this one is a Mark II and it says C1 and there's still all the malarkey on there. And if I go here, I haven't done it. I know, but never mind. So this is the class 47543. I'm going to write that down. Give me one sec. I'll show you in a later video why I'm writing all the numbers down. But if I just get back into the cab, close the door, safety systems on, unisolated. Okay, lock doors. And I'm going to go into number 8, which is this camera. Brakes are off, make sure they're all off. And there we go, do that. And wait for it to go past. So there's a 50 mph speed limit. And that should do it. So it's first class, second class open, and the brake van. And that's the brake van. In real life it didn't actually have a brake van, but there we are. I don't know why Train Sim World 3 has added that. But yeah. So I actually know this route all the way off by heart. So it is sad, but there we are. So even though we've passed the 70 mph speed limit marker, we still have to go 15, as the rest of the train hasn't passed the marker yet. It's a bit weird because when you're wanting to go faster, the whole train has to go past the marker, but when it's slower, only the cab has to go past the marker. I don't get it. So go just beyond this little bit over where my mark, well, over there, sort of thing. Start slowly speeding up. And that should be it. So first stop is St. Earth. Then it's Hale, Camborne, Redruth, Truro, and finally at St. Austell. And this is all the scenery I'm really happy with. Like I said, this is my own little scenario that I've made and already published on the Creators Club. Here, if I can, I'll post a picture of the new sidings that they are making at this moment in time of recording. they are going to be putting the new Hitachi IETs there. That building is gone, and yeah, basically that's it. They're getting rid of the HSTs, sadly. The last one will be going in December. They've already started the procedure. I think 5 has already gone. But yeah, sad to see it go. I would love to see this route extended to maybe Plymouth. I would love to see that. It's a 2-hour route. It'd be the same length as, well, a little bit shorter as the other route that they made the longest route currently, and I'd love to see it happen, but I don't think it will. Just see it go past. Love seeing it go past. That's St Michael's Mount, and yeah. So it's 75 the speed limit. So that was the AWS system just kicking off. So currently going 65 at the moment in time. I probably do need to update it with getting that one to the Great Western Railway livery. I'll probably update it and upload the updated version. But comment down below if you have downloaded this and what is your score. I would love to know. And you can always go on to my professional Facebook page, It's Your Boy Ali, and comment all your thingies on there, or even message me on that. So about 72, come off the power a little bit. We don't want to come off the power too much because we want to try to remain at least around 70, 73 mile an hour, something like that. You can see us dropping a bit as we are climbing. But getting around this corner, we go up to a little bridge, and then we start braking just before we get to the bridge. Bridge is just coming up. There is no timetable, as in you have to get to a certain place by a certain time, which is quite good. I quite like that. So currently going about 71 at the minute. Kick it up a little bit. So this is the bridge where the signal is. So that means we're okay to proceed. If it was amber, the AWS system would be bleeping, and I'll have to turn it off by the AWS button, which is there. Right, come off the power fully. So as you see over there, the amps go down to 0. And we're going to start braking in a second. Actually, to start now, initial braking first. So on the valve it's 20. So nice and easy braking as we get to the station. As you can see, the signal is green, so we're good to proceed. Coming up to just over 50 mile an hour. This is where we go to initial 2, where the brake chamber goes up to just under 30. Actually, I'm going a little bit too quick here, to be fair. I'm going to actually stop at the station. $30. Yeah, I'm going a little bit too quick. There we go. Turn that on. Right, what we'll do is go into settings, go general. No. HUD. Stop marker off. Scenario marker off. On. Keep that off. There is one I do want to do. Manual. For that. I don't know if it's still working or not. That should work. So, we didn't go into emergency, that was just 100% braking. Right, see you when we're ready to load up again. Right, so, ready to depart. Lock doors. Release brakes. You can see that. That's the air compressor just kicking off. Make sure there is air available. There we go. So to kick it up to about notch 3, I think that is. So not too fast speed departure. Always give it a couple toots before you leave. That's what I do anyway. So we don't want to go too fast here, as we've only got 1.5 miles until Hale. That is no longer there. I don't actually know what that is, to be fair. Now, just trying to think off the top of my head. So currently going 30 mile an hour. So I want to get to about 50 and then brake. In real life, the train would be speeding along here right now, but there we are. If you want me to do more scenarios with this, maybe change the locomotive or, you know, something, comment down below. It'll be nice to actually hear from you guys. So there's a warning sign for 45. So we're going 45 as it is now. But it is currently going uphill, so another notch added on. Yeah, lovely scenery around here, must admit. So 45 is now active. And start slowing down. That is now a Asda. And down there is Warren's, just down there. Still got the stop marker there. Never mind. Have to try to turn that off again. There we go. So I always turn this on, the HUD on, to see when to depart. As you can see, this is why they don't do long trains here anymore, because the stations just, some of them just can't take it. In real life, these two would be locked. That's why if you have come down on and IET, and they say this carriage will be locked. Move forward or move back. That's why, because some of these just can't take long trains anymore. Right, release the brakes. So it's 5.6 miles to Camborne. That's our next stop. Wait until the brake chambers are fully empty. There we go. So I want to go about notch 6 or 7 to get started. Okay, I am wheel slipping. See that then? Wheel slip again. There we go. And we're off. Full power. And let's go. So you always tell when there's wheel slip, because the light down here where it says wheel, that means there's wheel slip, and the speedometer sort of goes really mental. That's when you know there's wheel slip. With this scenario, I tried to incorporate different trains into the game, into this little scenario. Obviously you got the IETs, which I should put the Great Western Railway livery on there. Obviously it wouldn't be mine. Got the Class 66 with the rail cleaning treatment train. Obviously the HST. So I tried to incorporate different trains into what would actually be here as well. So currently going 40 miles an hour. This little bit here from Hale almost until you get to Camborne is basically pure climbing. That's why they struggle. We are still speeding up. Just shy of 45 now. I would love to see the actual IET come to the game. I know the Class 158 is coming to the game with the new Leicester route, which I'm looking forward to. Which I definitely will be getting, and I will be doing probably from the next video. So we reach 50 miles an hour. But we are slightly slowing down, as you can see. Only by slightly, as this is an uphill grade. Let's have a look at the outside view, shall we? So that's the outside view. If you want me to show you how to do a livery like this, I'll probably make another one. I'll have to see which one I like, and then I'll do another one like this. But at the minute I'm happy with this livery, so I don't know why in Train Simulator 3 there is a brake van, But I know I can understand it for the steam engines, but for the diesels, they just don't need it. Right, there is a speed limit coming up in a second. I think it's now. Is that active now? No, it's just coming up. So that's why I've cut the power. There is this 50 speed limit through this junction. And it's now active. So see the train go by. Actually, let's do like a thumbnail, shall we? Let's try to anyway. There you go. And off it goes. So it's now back up to 60 mile an hour. When it wants to speed up. Full power. I always think that's a church up there before the other trees loads in. But what a scenery around here though. Absolutely stunning. They've done a really good job with this. I know it's been out for ages. But yeah. Ooh, speeding slightly. Cut the power. There you go. Now it's all downhill for a little bit. So just got to watch the speed. Is it uphill now? Because it seems like it's really slowing down. Yeah, got to be uphill. I always get caught out by that. Here's the HST to give it a little toot. This is an 8 car that actually used to come down here. Sorry, a 7 car. But they actually used to come down here, those long trains. So we are now approaching Camborne. There we go. So I do want a little bit of speed, but I'm not going to do too much. So notch 1. So we're going to try to let the hill or the slope do the braking for us as gravity kicks in. So currently doing just over 35. Cut the power. This one I can go a little bit further than the actual stop marker, just to try and get in some more of the train. A little bit of braking. Come off the brake. There you go. Now the doors to open. Not bad. There's obviously not going to go into the brake van, where there's just storage for luggage and stuff. So all the train is on the platform, which is good. Yeah, love it. Lock doors. So 3.6 miles to the next stop, which is Redruth. Power on. Don't want to go too much power because it'll start wheel slipping. There we go. And off we go. Full power. There's the Class 52. Yeah, I only put trains that used to come onto this line. I know 52s used to come onto this line, so there's actually evidence of that on the game. Where if you go on to the Reading to London Paddington route or vice versa, where you can drive a 52 if you got the Diesel Legends DLC, and it says London to Paddington to Penzance. So, and there's pictures of it in real life. So yeah. So coming up to 35 miles an hour. And now we can go 70, which is good. So at this point of the line, we're just coming up to Scurrier, where you can buy motorhomes, camper vans, etc. So there's that, and I've actually cycled past it when I've done my tour of Cornwall cycle route, which is on my outdoors channel, where I spend, I think it's 3 or 4 days, I can't exactly remember now, it's coming up to a year now. Geez, where's that time gone? And the first day was from Penzance to Newquay, then Newquay to Padstow to St Austell, then St Austell back to Penzance. I think I clocked up 130 miles, and it actually took me, well, I started at 9:30 in the morning from St Austell, and I didn't get home until, I think it was 7:30. So you do the maths. That's how long it took me to get home. So coming up to 50 miles an hour, and this is where you'll buy all the camper vans and stuff like that. That there is Jaguar. The car sales was a little bit further on. Can't remember, but I know you can see Jaguar Land Rover car sales from the track, which is quite nice to see. Okay, we're almost at Redruth. Yeah, not quite. Right, cut the power slightly. Yeah, there you go, coming up to it now. 40. Initial braking. Come off the brakes. Just gonna go notch 2 so I can keep some speed up. Right, come off the power again. 40 mile an hour, we're under that, and that's good. Start braking in a second. It is going uphill as well, and it's on a corner, so it'll brake it a little bit more. Right, initial braking. Come off the power, off the brake, sorry. We can go slightly further than it actually says. Braking again. Come off the brake. Actually, that board there needs to be done. There you go. Let's quickly run over, get that board done. Hey! 22 out of 25 maps done. Jeez. Right. Okay, lock doors. So 7.5 miles to Truro. Come off the brake. Air compressor's kicked in. Notch 3. There we go. And off we go. Full power. So the speed limit now is back up to 70. Currently just passing 40 mile an hour. Let's go on to the outside view again. Must admit, they built these trains well, 100%. Well, great view, seeing the train go past. Just hear it about. Right, let's park into the cab, come off the power, downhill, so initial braking. That's scurrier here. Not back where I said it was. So coming up to 50 mile an hour, 55 sorry mile an hour speed limit. Should be good for the minute though. Okay, I am going to start braking, as it is literally here. Yep, got away with that, only just. Come off the brakes. Only because of this corner right here that I'm doing now. Doesn't look like I'm going very fast, does it? Speed limit does go up in a second. Here we go, to 60. Don't speed up a lot. We are now climbing. So, full power again. Now's my phone notification, I do apologise. And there we are, levels out again. So don't want to go too fast. We are currently going on a downhill section. Now we're going back up again. This is why you can never go, say, really above 75 because on this line, because it just alternates height and curves. You can't really go really fast on this line. That's why it takes 5 hours just to get to London Paddington. And downhill again. Braking again. So these diesels have two brakes. You got the train brake and the locomotive brake. If you want just a smooth stop into the station, use the train brake on notch 1 or notch 2. Oh my god, that's too much. That was by accident, pressing the button too long. That's the train brake, and the locomotive brake is really just used for when it's just a locomotive. A light locomotive is called, when it's just a locomotive. But you can use it when you're driving Why does it keep doing that? Driving a full passenger train or freight train, but it just takes a lot longer to brake the actual and stop the actual train. Okay, start braking again. Come off the brakes. Right, we are at Truro. So braking notch 3. Start slowing down rapidly. The reason why it does lag is because there is a class 150 in the station. No, I need to constantly brake. There we go. Right, start braking again. There's the 150 in Great Western Railway livery. Of course it can stop there. Yeah, just about. Alright, let's go to the front of the train. There we go. So I'll see you when we finish loading up. Okay, fully loaded, ready to go. Come off the brakes. And actually, let's see it leave, shall we? Had some wheel slip there. It is a 30-mile-an-hour zone still until just over the bridge. So come off the power again. There you go. Why am I on the power, on the brake? I didn't even press the brake and it went on. Sure, okay, whatever. So it is 30 miles to St Austell. Full power. Take the thumbnail, shall we? We'll try to anyway. There we go. What a photo that is. What a photo that is. Okay. So this is mainly all uphill now until we get to St Austell. So this bit will be dark for a little bit. You have got the cab lights on. The other lights doesn't exactly work in here for some reason. So we won't exactly see where we're going until we get out of this tunnel. It does go downhill for a little bit. I'll come off the power for a bit. Must admit, these hills are lovely to drive through. Right, so now it's starting the uphill. Gonna go through another tunnel here. Down the hill again. I would love to see National Rail, Network Rail, sorry, do a line from Penzance that goes straight to Plymouth, a high-speed train straight to Plymouth, as it will cut a hell of a lot of time out. It takes an hour just to get to Plymouth. Oh, sorry, 2 hours to get to Plymouth, sorry. 2 hours to get to Plymouth. So it'd probably take an hour if it was straight, a line straight there. Or even do a high-speed line from Penzance all the way up to London Paddington. I would love to see that happen. But obviously, that will cost billions. And you'll have to buy land, and there's a hell of a lot of paperwork, and they just won't do it. Uphill again. Full power. Does go 60 here because it goes into one track, which I don't get why, because there's clearly room for another track, but I don't know why they've done this, because it doesn't go into a single track until it gets near I think it's nearly scarred where it goes single track, because there's just not enough width where it's built. So I don't know why they've done this. It's even on the PC version on Train Sim World Classic. Can anyone tell me why it's actually built single track? Does anyone know why? Because in real life there's two. Well, I'm pretty sure there's two anyway. Should know, I've travelled on it a long time. About 15 times, I think. 15, 16 times, probably even more. Yeah, lovely land around here. This is where it levels out finally. It's still a 60-mile-an-hour zone, so got to be wary of that. I think this is actually a downhill section as well, so got to be careful. Yeah, it's a downhill section. Right. 17% braking. There you go. Come off the brakes. We're fast approaching St Austell. Always know when we're near St Austell when you can see the grain silos. I think they're grain silos. We're braking again. Come off the brakes. Air compressor's just kicked in again. Right, uphill section. Full power. When I go quiet, it's probably just best to allow the train do all the talking. Almost at St Austell now. Probably about a couple of miles. I think this is it now, coming up to the grain silos. Yeah, because that's the track that goes all the way up there. Up to something. Right, cut the power. They're the grain silos, which do not look in that condition anymore, that is for sure. Come off the brake, or come on the brake, sorry. That HST can now proceed. That's the AW system saying amber light. Proceed with caution. Come off the brake. Almost there. Just around this corner, then another corner, and we're there, I think. Are we going uphill? I think so, yeah. Yeah, we're going uphill. Always get caught out at the end. I always get caught out. No matter how many times I've done this route, I've clocked up nearly 1.5, 1.6 thousand kilometers. Or miles, should I say? I'll have to have a look. I'll show you guys in a sec. There's an Austell down there. Right, off the power completely. And this should be coming up to the station. Yay, there we go. Right, start braking. I've got to make sure I stop on the marker, else this scenario finishes. course I'm going to stop early. There we go. Not the whole train's in there, but there we are. It'll do. .906, not bad. So what do you think of the livery? Do you like it? Excuse me. Locked doors. And there we go. 1 hour, 2 minutes. Right. I will show you how many miles I've clocked up on this route. Two trains to route. 1,141.85 miles. Yeah. And that's overtaken just, well, I say just, by the southeastern route, 2,017.57 miles. Only because I've done that video, which is the best diesel locomotive. Right, I shall show you if it works. My mods, no. Yay, there we go. So, the mod is passenger, brake van, First Great Western City of Bristol, that's the locomotive, and the first class livery, all there. The scenario is there. I've done some Clinchfield Railroad one as well, and didn't realise until I published it that I missed out the H on the tenders. I'm just going to leave it. Then New York Hudson, the Northern Pacific, the Pennsylvania Railroad 101 for that one. Some scenarios, I just done different versions of the Brighton to London Victoria, and these two as well. So that's going to be it for this video. So if you like what I'm doing, smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, punch that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. It's your boy Ali, over and out.